Okay, we're going to start off by talking about measurements and conversions. And we're going to be in the International System Units, the metric system, and our base units for that are for length. We're going to be in meters. And for mass, we're going to be in kilograms. And for time, we're going to be in seconds. This is called the MKS system. Mass always in kilograms, length's always in meters, and so on. All of the units we're going to use are going to be these 4 units that are derived from those. So if we think of power, one way of finding power was a change in energy over time. So that could be maybe its potential energy, so mgh over time. Now if I look at the units for this, mass is in kilograms. G is the acceleration of gravity, it was 10 or 9.8 meters per second squared, and height is going to be in meters. I'm taking all that and then dividing it by time in seconds. So now I know my unit for power is a watt, but if I look at this combination, I'm going to have kilograms. Meters times meters is going to give me meters squared. And then if I multiply the top and bottoms by seconds squared here, cancels here, and I end up with over seconds cubed. So a watt is a kilogram meter squared per second cubed. So all of the units we use can boil down to kilograms, meters, and seconds. Now, metric prefixes, these are on the reference table. You're not going to have to memorize them. Okay, there's something you probably ought to know off the top of your head, like milli. M is times 10 to the minus third. Centi is little c, it is 10 to the minus second. Kilo, capital K, is 10 to the third. Micro, Greek letter mu for that, that's 10 to the minus sixth. Okay, so I end up making conversion factors something like this. 1 micrometer is equal to 1 times 10 to the minus 6 meters. Now, we might have to convert to English units as well, okay, like inches and feet. So we might use 1 foot is 12 inches, or 1 meter is 3.28 feet. Okay, these will be given in the problem. Or in the back of the textbook, okay, on the very back inside cover. Now, converting units. Say we have to get from meters to inches or something like that. We're going to use what's called a factor label method. Okay, write out your conversion factors. Okay, rate your given. What you're trying to convert, and then make a fraction out of the conversion factors. So the units cancel. So here's an example. We're going to do 20 centimeters to miles. Given the conversion factor, 1 meter is 3.28 feet, and 1 mile is 5280 feet. We're also going to have to go from centimeters to meters, it looks like. So I'm going to write down my conversion factors. I'm going to use 1 centimeter is 1 times 10 times 2 meters. Okay. 1 meter is 3.28 feet, and 1 mile is 5280 feet. Then I'm going to write down what I'm trying to convert. I'm trying to convert 20 centimeters. Now I'm going to make fractions out of these conversion factors so that the units I don't want cancel, and I'm left with the unit that I want. So this first one, I have to get from centimeters to meters. I want the centimeters to cancel, so I'm going to put 1 centimeter on the bottom. 1 times 10 to the minus 2 meters on the top. And now my centimeters cancel, and now I'm in meters. I don't want meters, though. I want to eventually get to miles. So my next conversion could be 1 meter is 3.28 feet. Again, I want the meters to cancel, so I'll put 1 meter on the bottom and 3.28 feet here. Now my meters cancel, and I'm left with feet. My last one is going to be this 1 mile is 5280 feet. I want the feet to cancel, so I have to put the 5280 feet on the bottom, 1 mile on the top. And now I can multiply all that out. That'll get the answer. So I'm doing 20 times 1 times 10 to the minus 2 times 3.28, and then divide it by 5280. When I do that, I get an answer of 0.000124 miles. On the top of the next page, we have another example. Okay. 4 millimeters of water cubed drip from a tube each second. How many drip out each day? How many meters cubed drip out each day? So we're going to use, we have to get from millimeters to meters, millimeters cubed to meters cubed. Now I'm going to use this. I'm going to say 1 millimeter is 1 times 10 minus 3 meters. Okay, we're also going to use, we're trying to get from seconds to days. So I'm going to use 60 seconds is 1 minute, 60 minutes is 1 hour, and 24 hours is 1 day. Write down my given. It's 4 millimeters cubed times. Now, I'm going to use this conversion. I'm going to put the 1 millimeter on the bottom. I'm going to put 1 times 10 to the minus third meters on the top. But that's not going to make it cancel. In order to make it cancel, I have to cube it. If I cube this whole thing, I'll have meters cubed on top and millimeters cubed on the bottom. So when you have something like that, squaring or cubing, you'll get a square or cube the whole conversion back. But that's going to give me meters cubed on the top, which is what I want. And this was per second. So now I have to get the times to cancel. So I'm going to put 60 seconds on the top this time, because seconds is on the bottom over here, in 1 minute, and times 60 minutes times 24 hours, 1 day. And to do that, we're going to get the value of 0.000346 meters cubed.